And his opponent across the ring is the defending champion, fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing purple trunks with white and gold trim, hailing from Ohio. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the undefeated Junior TheTruth.
Man, what's up with it, family? What's up with it? What's up with it? What's up with it? What's up with it? Man, shout out to the LDBC. Salute to the Punch Junkie family, man. Salute to everybody. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune in, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all. Salute to the Dirt Gang boss in the building. What's up with you, bro? Salute to my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sister, Shawala Ya. What's up with you, loved one? Salute. The Dirt Gang boss said, I got Eubank. He might stop him. He said he got Eubanks. He just might stop him. And man, I'm not mad with that at all, man. Yeah, I'm not mad with it. Hey. Hold on, man. Let's get this. Every superhero needs some theme music, man. Let's go ahead on and get that up out of there. Turn it down. Salute to the family, though. Thank y'all so much, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all, man. I couldn't. This is indeed the Punch Junkie presents the Truth on Boxing. I am indeed your host, JuniorTheTruth. First of all, come over to the Punch Junkie, man. Come on over to this side, man. The Punch Junkie, www.punchjunkie.com. It is the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science, man. Y'all can come over and catch all the latest and greatest news in the sport of boxing, man. Y'all can come over and join the platform, man. Come join the Punch Junkie Network, the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science. Y'all also, man, can come over in the merch, the merch shop for the merch. Get your Punch Junkie digital magazines, man, and all that good stuff over at the shop, man. But all those things can be accessed from punchjunkie.com, man. So y'all be sure to pull up on us, man. Salute to the family. Thank y'all so much, though, man. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. Like I say, man, if I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all, man, and I ain't lying. Y'all can follow me everywhere via social media. I can be found with the handle JuniorTheTruth. That's JuniorTheTruth, and that's over all the social media platforms, each and every one, man. As y'all see, I'm in the office, man, in here trying to make something shake. Really, truly trying to make something shake and be great. But salute to you all. What did I say? Y'all follow me, JuniorTheTruth, JuniorTheTruth, and that's over all the social media platforms, each and every one. But if you really, truly looking for me, you can catch me over on the Punch Junkie Network, man, the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science, man. So y'all be sure to pull up, man. Salute to everybody that's tuning in, man. Y'all be sure to hit the like button for me. Let me see. Salute to, once again, the Dirt Gang boss in the building. Salute to my beautiful sister, Shawala Ya, in the building. Dirt Gang said, and salute to everybody. Let me say this. You know, I get in trouble when I don't do this. Salute to everybody that's catching this video in replay. Everybody that's grown accustomed to catching the podcast, man. This is not going to be in podcast syndication. but I'm gonna create a podcast on this very subject. I'm gonna re-record this in the podcast format for you all. So salute to everybody that has been supporting the Truth on Boxing podcast, man, and the whole podcast movement, man. Though, but so really, truly, genuinely appreciate you all. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all. Aladdin Saddam, what's up with you, homie? Salute to you. We're gonna drop the content about the reviews and reviewing the Gabrielle Fundora fight. Salute to Gabby, man. I'm still in my feelings about Conwell, man. I'm still in my feeling about bad news Conwell, Charles Conwell Jr. So I'm not ready to talk about it yet, y'all. Like, that's the truth. I'm not ready to talk about it yet. So we're gonna get on with the get on, man. But y'all, we're gonna do a review. But I just had to. Had to talk about this Chris Eubank Jr. Versus Conor Benn fight coming up this weekend. Man, listen. Man, listen, that fight is Saturday, April 26th, 2025, of course. It is going to be on the DAZN network. Salute to both fighters. That fight is actually in the UK, right? It's in London. Yeah, it's in London at the Hotspur Stadium over in London. So I wanted to come in, man, and talk about that fight, man, and really ask the question, because I've been going back and forth, and you know, I'll admit I didn't really care for the fight at first. You know, when they first had the rumblings about it, I really didn't care. And I'm just being real. Like, I really didn't care about the fight. I don't really think too much about Conor Benn just as of right now. You know what I'm saying? And Chris Eubank Jr. has, you know, let me down before, and this is me being honest. He's let me down before, so I kind of just been on some. I'm kind of lukewarm and have been kind of lukewarm on this fight, and finally we're just in this space where the fight's here, and yeah, I'm excited about that fight. Salute to my sister Sweet Tea, the cheat in the building. Thanks, Sweet Tea. I appreciate you taking all the pictures and sending them to me and stuff. Thank you so much. Salute to Sweet Tea, the cheetah. Salute to her son. A new addition to my fraternity, one of my fraternity brothers. Salute to him. The youngin crossed over and joined the ranks of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, man. So salute to Sweet Tea's son. And Sweet Tea was supposed to send me all kind of footage and stuff from the event, and she didn't. It's cool. I ain't gonna hold it against her. I'm gonna blame it on your head and not your heart. But salute to the young kid. But salute to you, Sweet Tea, the cheetah. But I hadn't been, like I said, I hadn't really been on this fight. But then the fight came around, and we're here, and the build up. Let me think. I really got excited. It was before I was listening to them dudes talk in the build up to the fight. Of course, you know, the fight was scheduled before Conor being tested positive for performance enhancing drugs, and you know, it kind of went from there. The talks of the fight convened, and then scheduled the fight, and I was listening to them talk and the bad blood and the animosity betwixt them, and I'm like, yeah, I think this is gonna be a big fight. Sign me up for this one. Sign me up for this one. But I've still been having this conversation with a lot of people in the sport, because a lot of people, you know, a lot of fans around the sport aren't really sold on it. They just kind of like, you know, it is what it is. And so I've begged the question that this is really, truly a big fight in the sport of boxing. You understand what I'm saying? So I've been going round and round and having these, you know, conversations and these arguments and whatnot. And I just wanted to put it on wax as to why I feel that this fight is not only big for the sport of boxing, but it also signifies something within the sport. It signifies something within the sport. Salute to the homie, whatever, man, in the building. What's up with you, bro? It signifies something within the sport. So I wanted to touch on that, man, and then get out y'all way, man. I got some things I got to do. I got to run around with my children. They actually out of school today for Good Monday, so we got some things we got to go do. So let me say this. As far as what this fight means for the sport of boxing, this fight means that, honestly speaking, big fights can come out of nowhere. Like big fights, you can literally manufacture big fights, man. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have to be fights for undisputed. They don't have to be fights between two proven professionals. They don't have to be world champions. Like they don't have like these big fights can come up and they can be manufactured. And I feel like Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank Jr. is a fight that, you know, for lack of a better term, has been manufactured. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna play with you all. It's a fight that's been manufactured. And when we look, salute AB, I see you, salute homie. And so big fights can, and this is not only a big fight, but this is a big fight where fighters are going to make some big paydays. It's going to be a very popular fight. It's going to be a fight that people are going to be talking about. And we have already been talking about it up until this point. So big fights can be manufactured. You know what I'm saying? Like they really, truly can be manufactured and cultivated and grown and turned into big fights and ultimately big events. And so that's what this says about the sport. And also this says that, to me, that, and this is the same message that I continuously hear from different fighters, and that is the thing that you know. And shout out to Tyler McCreary. Tyler McCreary just said that when we interviewed him a couple of weeks ago. He said that the thing that he learned is that when fighters want to fight, fights can be made. You feel me? So when fighters want to actually fight, the fights can be made. And this Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn is a direct indication of that. This is a direct indication that fights can be made. When fighters literally want to fight, these fights can be made. Said fights can be made. They can be made. They can be manufactured. They can be cultivated. They can be grown. They can be built. They can be promoted. They can be profitable. And I think that this event is going to be profitable. So just so that we clear on that. That's my major takeaway from it as far as the implications on the sport. You know what I mean? Like and everybody, salute to Craig L. In the building. And my Get It Off Your Chest podcast family. What's up with you, bro? These big fights can be cultivated, man. And they should take place. You feel me? They should take place now. Like the time is now for big fights. You got a big fight. Something y'all could pull together, make money. You a prize fighter. I'm a prize fighter. We can get the logistics done. Man, let's make the fight. And people in this day and age, people are going to tune in, and it is going to be a big fight. And I anticipate that this fight is going to do numbers in the UK. I predict that it's going to be a sellout crowd. I think it's going to be a sellout crowd. I think the gate is going to be nuts. I think the pay-per-view is going to do well. Viewership is definitely going to be up. This is going to be a fight that I feel we're going to talk about beyond this fight. Yeah. Beyond this fight. Hold on. Who's traveling? Shawai. Hey, salute to my sister Shaquilla Fields in the building. What's up with it? Shaquilla Fields, a.k.a. Gertrude. And Shawai travels for work. Salute to my sister Shawai out there on that road. She's a big truck driver. Salute to Shawai, man. And traveling mercies and safety. I was looking at actually driving out to Vegas for the LDBC reunion this year, Shawai, and I'm like, that's a 30-hour drive, man. I'm not sure if I got that in me. I had to do that, break that up in a couple of days. You feel me? Not even a couple. I'll probably break that up in 3 days. Do a 3-day, 3-day trip. So I don't know if I had that in me, baby. But I was also looking at us getting together and doing a bus. That's we'll talk. We'll talk about that. But anyway, so big fights can come. These big fights can come. And really, the only excuses for not having big fights is the excuses that are produced by the fighters and the powers that be, in the sport for whatever reasons, man. And that's just it. And I think I think this is a big fight. You know what I mean? For a lot of reasons, and I wanted to give y'all my reasons why I felt like this was a big fight. But ultimately, I wanted to be sure that I said that you all understood that this is, and I view this as a big fight, and this is a big fight that has various implications on the sport of boxing. And I wanted to be sure that I explained to you why I felt like, you know what I'm saying, why I felt that way. Yeah, why I felt that way. And I'm excited for this fight. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm excited for this one. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I'm really truly excited for this one. I guess I'll make my official pick like toward the end of the week. I'll tell you who I'm cheering for now. And the fact is, Shade Girl, my beautiful sister Shade Girl in the building. What's up with you, Shade Girl? I'm cheering for Chris Eubank Jr. I'm cheering for Chris Eubank Jr. Conor Benn is a drug cheat, in my opinion. You know what I mean? He is a drug cheat. And not even in my opinion, the factual information. He tested positive for PEDs. I am a zero tolerance person for that. Or he's tested positive for banned PEDs. And I am a no flex person when it comes to performance enhancing drugs in combat sports. I believe that he's a drug cheater, and once you're a drug cheater, you're a drug cheat, and that's just what that is. You know what I'm saying? And so he is a drug cheat. So I could not, in my right mind, actually cheer for him with a clear conscience. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. His personality has kind of grown on me. I didn't like his personality at first, but his personality has kind of grown on me. Chris Eubank Jr., his personality has kind of grown on me as well. So, but as far as who I'm cheering for, make no mistakes about it. I am who I am, and I have a code. And according to my code, I am cheering for Chris Eubank Jr. to defeat Conor Benn, man. But hold on, speaking on before we get too far in this fight, I want to pause there for a second and run it up real quick.
Heyo, boxing fans, the wait is over. You've been asking for a real place for real fans of the sweet science. Well, it's here. Introducing the new Punch Junkie Network mobile app, available right now on Apple and Android. We're talking 24/7 boxing talk, unfiltered and fan-driven live fight chats, no bots, no casuals, breaking news, rankings, and real-time updates, exclusive community access, built by and for true fans of the sweet science, no clickbait, no corporate fluff, just the real, the raw, uncut, unfiltered boxing. Join the revolution, download the app, and tap in with the last place for real fans of the sweet science. Search for the Punch Junkie Network in your app store or hit the link in the bio. Download, sign up, and get it in.
Hey, man. Y'all come on over to the Punch Junkie app, man. Y'all come on over to the Punch Junkie. Download the app. The app is up and available. Whether you team Apple or team Android, we do have an app for you. So y'all get the app, man. Y'all better roll with us or get rolled over. Y'all better roll with us or get rolled over, man. That's pretty much all I'm gonna say about it. Salute to everybody that's over there on the app. Thank you all so much, man. But come over, download the Punch Junkie mobile app. It is free. And y'all come get this boxing talk in, man. I'm gonna give y'all. I want to give y'all, but to get back to the direction of the show before I get out of here, I do want to give y'all my reasons why I feel like this is a big fight within the sport of boxing. And of course, y'all know I came up with my 10 reasons why. So I'm gonna give y'all my 10 reasons, and then I'm gonna slide to the side, man, and allow y'all to get on with y'all day, and I get out the way. Number one is a historic family rivalry, man. This bout is a continuation of the British boxing, one of British boxing's most iconic rivalries, man, and that is the Eubank versus Benn, Chris Eubank Sr. versus Conor Benn. I mean, not Conor Benn, Nigel Benn, was a fight that took place over 30 years ago, man. And they fought in 2 brutal championship bouts, and now their sons are basically carrying that torch and adding generational drama and legacy, man, to the story, to this event, and then, you know, of course, adding another chapter to the storyline. You feel me? Everybody loves rivalries, man, and like I told you all before, in the sport of boxing, rivalries are imperative. Like, you have to have a rival in the sport of boxing. All the greats have rivals. People have rivalries, and I think that this is something that people can talk about. And if it does well, you talking about being able to have a rematch, you know what I'm saying, and possibly a trilogy. But make no mistakes about it. Now, we do know that Conor Benn is going to be in the corner for Nigel Benn, or in the you know, there for his son. We also know, those of us that have been following the story, we know that Chris Eubank Sr. has been in a rift with Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Sr. has kind of alluded to he's not going to be there. He doesn't support this fight. He's at odds with his son, so on and so forth. Similar to my brother Dirt Game Boss is saying, I really want Chris Eubank Sr. to be there with his son. And I really think that Chris Eubank Sr. would be there and be able to add to the event. He wouldn't take away from the event. He would add to the event. But, you know, I'm not, you know, family business is family business. You know, I'm trying to keep my name good with my kids. You feel me? Like, I'm in a full-fledged full court press to keep my name good. Go ahead. To keep my name good, you know what I'm saying, with my kids. Did you eat them apples? You eat your apples?
I think the apple is too wide.
It's too wide. Okay. I'll fix it, but you gotta eat those apples. But go ahead with that. Yeah, I'm trying to keep my name good with my kids, but I think that, you know, I would love for Conor or for Chris Eubank Jr. to have his father, Chris Eubank Sr. in the corner with him. You know what I mean? So that's, but you know, it is what it is. The reason number 2 is it's a delayed grudge match with high stakes. You know what I mean? The fight was originally scheduled for October 2022, but it was canceled last minute due to Conor Benn's failed drug test, leading to nearly 1,000 days of anticipation with this unresolved animosity, and the animosity built because the failed drug test only added, because you know how Chris Eubank Jr. is. So the failed drug test only added fuel to the fire, man. And we had 1,000 days of anticipation. You understand what I'm saying? And now, you know, the buildup has only intensified the public interest and the stakes. Because I look at it like one fighter is going to win. That fighter is going to be able to go on to what's next in the next stage of his career. And the other fighter is going to be knocked down a few notches. You understand what I'm saying? And if Chris Eubank Jr. comes out and loses this fight, now we looking at the possibility of, man, it might be time for him to hang it up. You understand what I'm saying? He's pulling up somebody from welterweight to middleweight. He's dropping down from super middleweight to middleweight to meet, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of a, you know, it might be time for him to hang it up. You know what I mean? And then Conor Benn has the opportunity to add that scout, you know what I mean, to his very slim resume. So, I mean, I think that this is a classic matchup. Dirt Gang said, Chris Eubank said if he loses, he's gonna retire. And so that's high stakes, man. That's a high stakes grudge match. Also, number 3 is we have the undefeated, unproven fighter versus a proven veteran. Like Chris Eubank Jr. has come out and proven who and what he is. You know what I mean? You know, so while the Eubanks, you know, he's more experienced. He's more experienced of a fighter with 37 fights. He's faced multiple world champions, multiple styles, so on and so forth. And, you know, Conor Benn enters the ring undefeated, but he's still unproven, if you will. This is a classic matchup of youth and unbeaten confidence versus experience and proven ability to and this adds intrigue. Like, I really want to know how this fight is going to pan out. What's going to happen with this fight? Number 4 is the weight and the size drama. Because there is drama associated with this. Some people are looking at Chris Eubank Jr. like he's a bully coming down from a bigger weight class to a smaller weight class. His father saying at Chris Eubank Jr.'s age and his experience and where he is in his career as a boxer, dropping down that weight is not safe. Like, that's not safe for him to come down to 160 from 168, fighting a younger, scrappling, opponent who might be, maybe he's draining himself to get down to 47. Maybe 160 is Conor Benn's more natural weight, so that will give him an edge in this fight. So, I mean, we're gonna have to see, but this fight is set for 160. Benn moving up 2 divisions from welterweight, and of course, Eubank Jr. dropping down from super middleweight. This has sparked a heated debate over the fairness and safety, even drawing criticism, you know what I mean, once again from Eubank Sr. Controversy over the scandal. So the shadow over Conor Benn is that he has this failed drug test, and he's had a 2-year battle to clear his name, and it's added controversy. This controversy kind of it came to a head when Conor Benn entered into this defense of eating eggs that were contaminated. And they had a press conference, and in the press conference, Eubank Jr. actually slapped Conor Benn with an egg. And that was a pinnacle moment in this rivalry, a very strong, defining moment in this rivalry. And so now we're here. We're here. Controversy and scandal. So number 6 is the heated personal animosity. The buildup has been marked by genuine animosity, including chaotic press conferences, public insults, and physical altercations. Both fighters and their fathers have exchanged heated words, fueling the narrative of a true grudge match. Also, there was a moment in the fight, once again, a moment in this buildup following the egg slap and Nigel Benn interacting with Chris Eubank Jr. And Chris Eubank, in a following press conference, threatened Nigel Benn by saying, if you ever put your hands on me again, you're never going to get those hands back. You feel me? And then, of course, Conor Benn saying, don't you threaten my father. And then that kind of getting kicked up, man. It's just, hey, man, salute to my brother Trill Will in the building. What's up with you, Will? Man, hey, man, this is shish. So we got heated personal animosity. That's number 6. Number 7 is the massive UK and global interest. As we know, UK has a massive following in the sport of boxing. They have a massive fan base. This is a UK rivalry. Now, one of the things that I've always said as a fan of the sport of boxing, as well as, a boxing enthusiast and purist, if you will, like there's always this big push to turn UK fighters and to present them on a global stage. And I feel like that is done without maximizing them in the UK stage. Like, it is okay for fighters to not be world beaters. It is okay for fighters to really maximize themselves on their local stage, meaning you can literally be a domestic fighter, man. You could be a domestic fighter within the US and truly be, I mean, not a US, in the UK, you can be a global fighter in the UK, man, and really, truly be a star. And that's okay, man. That is okay. And I feel like the UK has a boxing history. They have a boxing culture there that is huge and it's unmatched and unparalleled from any other place in the world, I feel. So this is arguably the biggest grudge match in British boxing today, with mainstream media coverage, international broadcast deals, so on and so forth. And this fight is huge for the UK. Number 8 is legacy and redemption. Both fighters, victory means much more than just a win. Eubank Jr. seeks to upload his family's unbeaten record against the Benns, while Benn looks to avenge his father's rivalry and prove himself after the doping scandal. Redeeming himself after the doping scandal. High-profile promotion spectacle. The event is staged at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, a major venue with a full week of media events, open workouts, star-studded undercard. The spectacle and showmanship have elevated the fight beyond the typical boxing match, man. And it's taking place in the UK. Number 10 is an unpredictable outcome and the betting interest in this fight. We have absolutely no idea who's going to win this fight. Absolutely no idea. I have absolutely no idea who's going to win this fight. Despite Eubank's size and experience advantage, bookmakers see the fight as surprisingly close, with many analysts and fans divided on the outcome. The rehydration clause and Benn's explosive style add layers to unpredictability, making for a compelling viewing, man. This fight is it, and the thing about this fight, once again, it's not about titles, it's not about rankings, it's a collision of legacy, controversy, raw personal rivalry, making it the most significant, talked about event, I know definitely of the month and possibly of the year. This fight is colossal, man. Despite the lack of coverage from, a lot of boxing pundits, you know what I mean, recent boxing pundits. I know everybody's here to talk about, the Canelos and the Buds and the Tanks and all of that stuff and what's going on. This fight here is huge and it's colossal, man. You know what I mean? And that's just it. Salute to Zactamundo. He says, most of us grew up with the stories of their dads fighting. They had the whole country talking about it before the internet was a thing. It's a blood fuel, and it's brought in all the casuals. That's incredible. Salute to Zactamundo, man. Thank you. It's like think about, like, for us in America, bro, think about the storylines. Like, think about the storylines and think about, think about the Hatfields and McCoys. You feel me? Like, that is that is a part of American history, and it's a storyline of families that literally were feuding. It's no different than that, in my opinion. And as Zactamundo said, like, they grew up, like a lot of people, especially now, boxing fans who have come into the sport, they weren't old enough to be around for the Benn versus Eubank, the Benn versus Eubank senior fights. Of course, you can go back and you can watch them and whatnot, but they weren't there. They didn't see them in real time. But it's a historical rivalry in the UK, which is one of, if not the most major hub for the sport of boxing. And now they get to see it again. Like, man, this shit it's colossal, man. This fight is really, truly huge. And the thing that I'm not going to let off of is the fact that this is a big fight and there's no rankings at stake, no titles at stake. This is just really, truly two fighters who have a story that they're able to capitalize off of. And I think that that's huge. And I think that this speaks volumes for the sport of boxing and events and fights that can be done. Like, and this is like no different. Like, imagine if Floyd Mayweather's son came and fought Manny Pacquiao's son. You understand what I'm saying? Or imagine if Sugar Ray Leonard had a son, because Sugar Ray Leonard fought Floyd Mayweather, Big Floyd Mayweather. So imagine if Sugar Ray Leonard had a son and his son and Floyd Money Mayweather fought. Like, this is huge, man. Salute to Acondo. What's up with you, bro? Joe Townsend, what's up with you, bro? Salute to y'all. But I think that this fight is huge for the sport of boxing, and I'm excited. And I'm looking forward to just the spectacle of the week, man. Honestly speaking, I'm looking forward to just the spectacle of the week. But I got to slide, man. I got to get my babies in motion. Salute to you all, man. Thank you all so much for taking the time to tune in. Hold on, before I do that, my fault. Well, now we'll go out to that. Salute to you all. Thank you all so much. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you, man. You have absolutely no idea, none whatsoever. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it out. Salute to everybody that's over on the Punch Junkie network. Actually, man, maybe we should run that again. Should we run the Punch Junkie network commercial again? Or did y'all see it? Don't worry about it. Y'all can be prepared to be sick of it, man. But salute to you all. Thank you all so much. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you. This is JuniorTheTruth signing off. Give me a daily reminder to view your life like a pair of dice until your life looks like a paradise, man. View your life like a pair of dice until your life looks like a paradise. Y'all go over, get your Punch Junkie magazine, and go over and join the Punch Junkie network, the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science. The free app is available via Apple and Android, man. Y'all come on in, man. But this JuniorTheTruth signing off, man. Thank y'all so much. I'm a hard-born player, man. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day. Gotta keep pushing.
Ghetto baby, I seen pistol play. And K's airing like when white bitches don't get their way. Pull up with that whip appeal, look like baby face. Guerrilla warfare, what a motherfucker bathing age. Never falling off, I live my life on the edge. Telling lies on the real, they don't believe what you're saying. I ain't never complained, I ain't never was scared. Look here, bitch, it ain't no buts about my last piece of bread. Camoed out, grew up on them niggas from the know you. Funny how they lose themselves when they can't control you. Here's a 50 slab, cause the game is out of order. Make me kill a nigga career just to meet my quota. Hold up, none you rap niggas want it. I got remnants of Biggie, I was never Lil Homie. I'm so genuine with her, she let me ride on that pony. Don't need your flowers, I grow them. Got the game in the coma. Nigga, this the big dog.